Okay. I think we're good to be live once I pull up chat on my phone. / wake up my controller. How we doing, everybody? Today, we are back with Scarlet and Violet. And that's because we have Tyranitar raids. Very special. Ghost type. Very interesting. Would not think they would do ghost. If anything, I thought ground would fit Tyranitar better, but they went with ghost. Probably to dodge fighting types. So we're gonna use a fighting type. And hopefully, I don't think Tyranitar really has a check for that fighting type. And it'll be easy. Very, very easy. Okay. Like, we're gonna control it now. And let's see what we got here. Because I need to... Oh, did I have a surprise trade going? No, I ended one. Okay. Where is the buttons that I need to press? That'll be mystery gift, and then check wild area news. What build we doing for T-Tar? Well, we'll have to see what T-Tar has first, but I really don't see what Tyranitar has to scratch the monkey. So we're gonna put the monkey in front. And then the monkey can't use Drain Punch unless it was on an ally. So we might change out Drain Punch. Actually, isn't Drain Punch a No, you can learn TM moves again in this game. I forgot. We're gonna keep Drain Punch on for now. So where is... This is a Ghost Tera Crystal. There's one. I think I already had that one, though. I think it's that one. I think I avoided the debate. Also, hello, TrueSoul77 over on Twitch. How you doing? Good to see ya. I think it's this one. Or is it that one? I guess once we get close enough, we'll see. It's this one. Alright, bada bing, bada boom. I was wrong, it was the other one. Also, hello, Azzy. How you doing? Good to see ya. Alright, this should be our guy. Yep. Let's do challenges group and invite people with code. And let's give this a run through and see what happens. Also, hello, Shadowstar, how you doing? Also, hello, Slight Bellyful, how you doing? Ridley, yeah, I mean, healers are fine. As long as we've got attackers. Oh, this is a ghost Tera, so we can use power trip strats for the first time in a very long time, I think. Even though I think the monkey's just gonna punch through it. Maybe that's why power trip feels so ineffective. It's just because we have Rage Fist Monkey. Wow, look at us with our shiny Pokemons. It is Sandy. Oh, it is also Focus Energy, okay. Then I'm not gonna benefit from the defense boost from Bulk Up. We're also not gonna benefit from the attack drops from Intimidate and stuff. Oh, it also has Shadow Claw. That's a guaranteed crit. I guess in hindsight, seeing as it has the Ghost Tera, makes a lot of sense they would have a Ghost type move. Well, dang, I might need a Dark type here for the first time in my life. Power Trip is always worse than Rage Fist. I wouldn't say always, but usually. Store Power and Rollout, for some reason, are not given the same power cap as Power Trip. What? Store Powered, I don't think has a power cap. Or, no, Power Trip has a power cap? It's just faster if we kill each other because we can't get through this. Okay, so an idea that comes to mind is an Anger Point Mon. I only got to see Shadow Claw. It must be Shadow Claw, a Dark type move, a Rock type move, and something else. Can I use, like, Weavile? No, Weavile is gonna die a lot very quickly because it is weak to Rock. What exactly are we supposed to use it against this thing? We're gonna need Dark types. Ghost types are gonna work. I don't know what its last move is yet, though. Phalanx would be funny here. I'm kind of. Like, it gets the crit boost, so it's just gonna crit through your defense boost, so you need to kind of go bar for bar with the Tyranitar. Stone Edge? Okay, that's the Rock type move, which at least it's better than Rock Slide. Could go in. It's gonna crit through the defense or attack drops that Clefairy gives it, though, even though the Friend Guard is very valuable. Might need an entire new Pokemon for this one. Let me move this Iron Hands. They have room in electric? Kind of. What are these guys? Oh, shiny and event Pokemon. Alright, where's my Crocodile? Let's see where my crocodile is first. Would be in here. I haven't leveled up my Sandile. It's also Moxie. Is Anger Point the hidden ability? Would Cacturne do? Probably not. I don't think Cacturne has a great matchup. Let me look up, see here where... Crocodile... Shadowclaw, Crunch, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Okay. Use Shell Armor. Yeah, but there's not really... I mean, Hisui Gui is an option, sure. Definitely, but you're still gonna take a lot of ghost damage, I feel like. And you don't really have great things to hit it back, except for, like, Acid Spray buildup. Yeah, Anger Point is the hidden ability for Crocodile. So I would have to use this one. Let me just check the other Anger Point mons. Thankfully, A is right at the top. Anger Point. If anyone had Eviolite Primeape, it would not be bad here. Normal Tauros is kind of a thing that exists, but not really. Yeah, I think it's gotta be Crocodile. It could trick out a Crocodile. Alright, let's trick out a Crocodile. I want you to be max HP. I want you to be max attack. Put in a little bit of defense. Balance cannot be crit. Oh, you're right, because it is a shell armor mon, or it's a battle armor mon. Yeah, Phalanx is pretty funny here. I guess nature. Just go modest. Or the opposite of modest. The opposite of modest. Adamant. And then... and use hyper training. Hisui and Samurott? It wouldn't be bad. You deal a lot of dark type damage back to it. You'd probably get outpaced though on the stone edges. Because that's also increased crit. So it's 100% chance to crit you. Regular Samurai is shell armor though. Doesn't have the dark typing though. Let's fly on over to Mont Nevera. Let's get some hyper training done. And how much do I actually need? Just HP. You know what, while I'm here, I'll do HP and Spadev. I don't know why I would ever use this to fight a special attacker in the future, but I might. Alright, let's go change our Tera type to Dark. Actually, maybe just Stellar. Because I need the defense of the Rock type for the Stone Edges. here. We need to go inside. We're gonna make a stellar crocodile. Hi, I made my teams. I'll give you a hint. No trick room. I mean, that's still... I guess you've narrowed it down in some sense. Or the crocodile. Okay. Now let's think about move choices. Crunch is pretty good because it has the chance to defense drop, so it'll probably be our main damage. What moves do we get naturally? Foul play is kind of pointless because our attack is going to be higher than it. Swagger's kind of funny, but we also don't want to be increasing its attack. I don't think you can Torment in Tera raids. I'm not going to try it though. Is Power Trip stronger? At +6, you get 6, which would mean that would be 120. I guess Power Trip is stronger. Should just run that instead, or maybe just run both. Once it gets off the attack boost, it becomes a 140 base power move. And then what else do we got? Oh, we're also ground type, so Tyranitar will take its Sandstorm chip, but we won't take Sandstorm chip because we're ground. It's kind of funny, actually. Sand Attack, kind of funny. Oh, we should get Mud Slap, actually. Do we have Mud Slap? Do we have Mud Slap by TM? We do. And what else is worth? Maybe Protect. Probably not Protect. Rock Tomb's kind of nice for speed. Maybe Chesto Resto kind of worth it. Can I do Dark Tera? I mean, sure. You're gonna be taking a lot of Stone Edge damage, probably, but you could also just not Terrestrialize if it came down to it. Stellar Tera is better, but Dark Tera might be fine. I don't know, it'll take some testing here. Oh, Taunt. We could taunt it, because somebody said that it does a Dragon Dance. Also, for making it miss Substitute's kind of funny. Willow... If only we had a way to burn. Scorching Sands? Scorching Sands worth it. Because the burn chance is kind of high. Not reliable, but kind of high. Are any of its moves... Stone Edge is not a move that you can stop. What's the Dark type? Shadow Claw, Crunch, Earthquake, Stone Edge. None of those moves are moves that you can stop with abilities or anything. Now I put Scorching Sands on just because we're going to be Stellar Tera. It's going to be kind of pointless, though. Is there anything better? Oh, like a support move for like Helping Hand, maybe. I'm kind of just gonna put on Time. We'll see what happens. And then you need. Oh, I had one on like Canrock, just so I could beat that one Tera raid. Bell. And now I kind of want to give this a go. I think that's everything. 7 shards from Stellar. I mean, you could go beat up one Pokemon in the wild over in the academy, and then it gives you 10. What you're thinking about no Trick Room is wrong? What does that mean? I killed Bruxish? Well, good job. I'm sure that Bruxish will regret the day that it challenged you in any way. Alright, let's see who's around. I'm willing to give this a shot. What's your moveset? Right now I am Crunch, Power Trip, Taunt, Mud Slap. That's what it was. What you're thinking the hint means is wrong? Okay. I'll give you a hint. No Trick Room. So you're telling me that you're not using Trick Room? So you are using Trick... What does the hint mean? The hint is no Trick Room. If the hint is 3 words and it says no Trick Room, and I assume that the hint means that you're not going to bring a Trick Room team, then what am I supposed to interpret from this? Yeah, Shell Armor Torterra. What is this Power Trip cap that's Black Red Pill was talking about earlier? I didn't think Power Trip had a cap. Except for a max amount of stats that you can build. You know what, I'm not going to have my computer look up things right now while it's live streaming to 2 places at the same time. Still got 1 spot for anybody looking to grab it. I'll just lock in Crook. We have another possible Crook. Okay, we'll see what the thinking is with the Garchomp. No Hatterene Trick Room for you. I mean, you can try, but I can set it up pretty reliably. So if you think that you've got a strat where I can't set a Trick Room, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Dang, I guess I missed the memo this time about being shiny. Oh, is Garchomp Sandvale? That's kind of alright. Oh, it's Dragon Cheer. Alright, now how much damage does this thing do to me? That's the crit. So that's my anchor point. Oh, that's pretty good. Because I crit it back. Probably because of the Dragon Shear. But now we're going to go into shields. Yeah, this is a pretty safe solo build. Even if you have to die, you can just Mud Slap again, take the crit, get off your Tera. Miss. Should I get off Tera now? I guess I should get off Tera now. Never mind, I should not get off Tera now. I need to be crit again. Just a little bit of health for everybody, mostly me, so that I can survive the Earthquake. At least we'll always know how much the Earthquake does. Just crit. Alright, we're gonna go bar. Oh, the Dragon Dance might be that actually now. Do we have a speed slower downer? We could have really used a healer here. The Breaking Swipes are also only helping the what's his face? The Torterra. Oh, you do that twice. Okay. Then I might just put Rock Tomb in the last slot instead of Mud Slap. I should survive an Earthquake. Wait, my attack is maxed out right now, isn't it? Yes. Oh, I went for the Earthquake anyways. Because I took too long. That's my fault. I needed a Tera there. I'm just gonna... Mud Slap. Okay. I should have died earlier. Oh, it did not kill me. It did not crit me. Oh, I got the 50% chance for it not to crit me on the Earthquake. Dang, I should have used it to attack. Well, at least I moved. That's not good. Okay, it didn't crit me again, so I'm not going to move, and with the damage that is on the field, I'm just going to trust that it dies. That is not an Anger Point Crocodile, is it? Nope, that is Moxie. When I use Power Trip? Well, you're not Anchor Point, so you're not getting the attack boost, so you never use Power Trip. Does this thing speed goes down? No, but its accuracy is kind of low. Can heal up again. If it misses me, then I can Tera and attack it. Okay, miss. Aw, did somebody die? Dang it, I was gonna get off an attack there. Probably would be fine. Would Bright Powder, Earthworm, Earth Ether work? No. that's not the man's for the job. What we needed there was, instead of a Garchomp, we needed a healer, because the Garchomp was... It did get rid of the Dragon Dance attack buffs, but the Garchomp wasn't doing much, and the other Crocodile was not Anger Point, so it also was not contributing any damage. I wanted to use my Intellectual Shiny. Well, I don't know what that means, but you gotta put Anger Point on your Crocodile. Because that's the whole point of bringing Crocodile. And Anger Point is also the hidden ability, so you have to use an ability patch to get that. Also, I'm going to change Taunt out for another move, because I want something that will get rid of those attack boosts from the Dragon Dance. Or get rid of the Dragon Dance in general. But I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's use... Must be something in TMs. I wonder if setting up a substitute counts as... something for Anger Point to hit. Then you could really reduce the damage. But what was it? Oh, Skitter Smack, not in... Oh, Breaking Swipe, Breaking Swipe. Okay, we're gonna put Breaking Swipe on instead of Taunt, just for the attack boost that it gets from Dragon Dance. And then just hope that we have better healers. Also, I should have just died in that first battle and then gone Stellar Tera with full health, and then would have been fine, but... You live and you learn. We're on it back again. I can bring Blissey? No, Blissey's not good here. Blissey is the special defense tank. And Tyranitar is a physical attacker. So it will just chew through Blissey. You have the intellectual mark? Ah, I see, I see. Alright, well, I think we're ready to go. Arboliva is also interesting here because you're normal type, so you'll never get hit by the ghost type move. And the grassy terrain will decrease the power of Earthquake. That is extra handy. I have a Clefable and Clefairy for heals if you want. I think since we're about to have the Arboliva, we'll probably be fine on heals. Slash, every Pokemon here should have a Shell Bell for its own healing. So this seems fine. We will kind of need to watch the Arboliva, because it probably takes a lot of damage from Stone Edge. Actually, is Arboliva a defense tank? Or is it I think it's a Spadef tank, actually. What is Arboliva? Arboliva is more of a Spadef tank, but the defense isn't terribly bad. It's pretty mid. You're holding on, probably. But once we start getting those Mud Slaps on the Tyranitar, the Arboliva will very much benefit. Unfortunately, the Arboliva does take the Sand Chip, though. Ooh, the Reflect doesn't help, because crits goes to Reflect, but I appreciate the idea. It missed me? Ooh, the Arboliva does have Strength Set. That'll at least keep it alive for a bit. Okay, I kinda need to hit me. Is that full power trip? Yeah. It might just be easier to, like, set up... If we had coaching bonds, it's probably just easier to try and one-shot it with power trip. Which would take more of an effort, but... Ah, the Arboliva Sunny Day. Stop it from taking Sand Chip. Is this Crocodile not shelled, though? I think it should be. It is Choice Band. That explains why it did something. The Arboliva can Palm Puff it back up, though. Okay, where's Tyranitar at? What's Anger Point do? So what happens when you have Anger Point is that if you get hit by a critical hit, your attack will max out. Kinda, oh, well, this one was maxed out just a second ago. But whenever you get hit by a critical hit, it maxes out your attack, giving you +6 in your offensive stages. That was not the crit. So because Tyranitar uses Focus Energy, it will have a 50% chance to crit every move just flat out, but the moves Stone Edge and Shadow Claw also have an increased rate of critical hit, which means that it's a 100% chance to crit you if it hits you with Stone Edge or Shadow Claw, so we want to be avoiding those moves specifically. Another dance, but we should have enough time. I can go for like the Tera Stiller Crunch. I didn't get crit this entire game. Oh well. We're good. Anger Point is great. Anger Point is phenomenal as long as you can take the attacks. Are we good on the stream? We're not lagging, are we? Oh, we're kind of lagging. What is that again, though? Alright, let's catch a mirror ball like I do for all of them. I basically use a bunch of Mud Slap in the beginning and then bulk up when it has shield, and then by the time the shield is almost gone, I'll reset its stats, and that's when you use Power Trip. That is pretty solid. In fact, I might put Home Claws on instead of Crunch. Then I get the accuracy boost. And it's more likely to be coaching Mons. Would Manaphy Bubble, Acid Armor, Rain Dance, and Water Pulse with Hydration and Gentle plus of Curse? What you're describing doesn't work, because if you're trying to use Acid Armor to take less damage defensively, since the Tyranitar is always going to be critting you, it will crit you through the defense boost, and crits ignore stat boost. They ignore your defense boost of the Pokemon being crit, and they ignore the offensive drops of the Pokemon dealing the crit. So let me hide screen for just a sec here, and let's get another Tyranitar back. Also gotta save once I go back here. I don't want to lose that Tyranitar. I'm gonna head off. Good luck with the Tyranitar days. Well, thanks for coming out, Slime Bentley Full. I appreciate it as always. Let me also move that Tyranitar to its designated spot before I forget. There you go. I guess this is where all the pseudos will start. Even though we already had Dragonite during the summer. 1, 2, Gen 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, seemingly 9 will go here. And then whatever they decide to do after that. These guys are going to need a new home at some point. Might just go in this box once this box is empty. Ooh, Ghost is kind of close. What about replacing Acid Armor with Protect? I mean, Protect will save you for a turn, but it won't help you beat it. A Burn Mon would be really helpful, because I'm still thinking about that Scorching Sands. But I really don't see how you're getting the burn onto it, because if you wanted to use Burning Bulwark, if you're going to be gouging fire, then it's probably always going to click Stone Edge into you, and that's not a contact move. Or your Smeargle, and it probably clicks Stone Edge into you anyways, but you're also a Smeargle. I don't know how Smeargle's going to be able to keep up. The next best thing would be like Will-O-Wisp, but then can't do that through shields. Inferno exists. There's no Pokemon that's not a fire type though that learns Inferno. Unlike Zap Cannon, which there are some non-electric types that get Zap Cannon. Yeah, one more spot if anybody wants to try and scrub in real quick. We'll probably be able to beat with just us three. But we do have one less Mud Slapper, which means the Arbalva is in a bit more precarious position. Oh, I guess the Arbalva could just, like, strength sap one of the Crocodiles, and still, the Crocodiles would still be fine. Because they'll do so much damage with Power Trip, and they'll be at +6. So there's not much of a difference between being +6 and +5. It's kind of a funny... what's it called? Symbiosis. Because the Crocodile gets the grassy terrain, which reduces the damage of the Earthquake. And the Arbalva gets to strength set the Crocodile, which means that it basically never dies. As long as the Mud Slaps are being gotten. Let's just save ourselves 7 seconds and let's get on with it. The Driploon does have Will-O-Wisp. Whether or not it'll get to click it, that is something that we will have to see. Crit me! Let's go! Anger point time! Arbalva, if you want to strength stab me, that would be okay. Alright, we're gonna... Actually, let's get a couple of slaps into this guy before going into shields. Actually, maybe I'll just get Tera off. And then we're gonna hit it. Yeah, I'd say as a general rule, just get Tera off before you hit it. This is gonna struggle to hit us. No, Fire Stat changes. Okay, maybe we took too long. I'm not gonna Tera yet. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. Okay, that Crocodile got Anger Point. So if I never get Anger Point activated, then that one will still have it and deal damage. So I'm gonna go for Breaking. Get rid of that attack boost that I just got. And I guess it's fine. Maybe just go for front. That's neutral attack. Please crit me. 50-50 chance. Okay, crit me. We're good. We're good. Die now. Defense drop. Let's go. You know, I said Home Claws before. I'm kind of torn between the Home Claws and the Crunch. Because the Crunch defense drop definitely does speed things up here by a lot. This other crocodile is not Shell Bell. But we're good. Ain't nothing wrong with a free ability patch. I was just gonna say put Rock Smash on the Crocodile for the guaranteed defense drop, but then I realized the obvious problem with that statement. Okay, let's see about getting another Tyranitar. I wonder if the Austin John videos come out by now. I mean, he's got to have figured out that we need Anger Point Crocodile. I don't know what else he'd be doing. I want to see if he has, like, one slight optimization, though. That I don't have. Like a egg move for Crocodile that might be handy here. Oh, is that it over here? I just fly over there. As a challenges group, I'm gonna look at Crocodile while that's happening. What are your egg moves, Crocodile? Anything handy? Aquatail counter, Double Edge, and Spite. That is a no. Wait, Aquatail? Crocodile gets Aquatail? That just registered with me. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't think there's a better moveset than what we have right now. I see Austin John make a video. I need to know. I need to know. think he has. No, he hasn't done it yet. Wonder what he's cooking on. Oh, we've got 10 seconds left. Let's save ourselves 3 seconds. Alright, come on. That's the Stone Edge. Yeah, I'll like keep on this. This is the one where it always clears? Yeah, okay. I'll wait for the arc ball while the palm pumping up. I need a puff. Oh, I also did regularly press for himself. Okay, I got a puff. Means I can go for a slap. Ow. Now that I have the attack boost. I needed that to not happen right at that moment. Who dances? Right away? I thought those were more spaced out. That's not good. You got the breaking slide? Okay, I needed to miss. I think it's one stage of missed accuracy. Oh, earthquake hurts because no terrain. I think if we're gonna have any shot, it's gonna have to miss this next attack.
Great miss. I also got a pop. Which is good because the Shell Ball did not heal as much damage as I needed it to. Where's the Tyranitar's attack at? The +2. Let me try lowering it. Not a crit. Heal Cheerio needs a freaking swipe to get rid of that last attack boost, and I'm gonna Mud Slap it some more, and then I'm gonna go all out with the Power Trips, and we're gonna hope that that's enough. Actually, I can't even start Power Tripping now. Defense drop, and then the Power Trip. Nah, because it hit me with that attack, it's now too long. Need to break the Tera shield. Okay, so I think what I should have done there was after the first 2 Mud Slap, I should have ripped the Tera and then gotten off a Power Trip. So that I would be at full health. Because even at full health, I can take whatever it throws at me and then I can get off a Breaking Swipe. Actually, no, I shouldn't rip the Tera on that turn. I should just normally, what's it called? Power Trip into it. And then I get the Breaking Swipe into it. And then whenever I die, I come back and I Tera. I think that's the line that you have to use every time. If there's only one Crook. That's so weird when it cleared its stats and then double Dragon Dance. It seemed like it was spacing out the Dragon Dances, but it decided not to do that this time. But spacing out the Dragon Dances made it much more manageable Breaking Swipe. We also got kind of unlucky with the accuracy dodges. Because it was at like -3 accuracy and he landed a Stone Edge. I really wonder how much it would do to Clefairy if there was a Clefairy here. Because the Clefairy Friend Guard would be so handy. Doing fine until it knocked me out with Stone Edge. Yeah, the Stone Edge is something that we want to dodge. We need the Mud Slaps for the Stone Edge, but we also need Breaking Swipes. Which is why it's nice to have two Crocodiles, is because one can Breaking Swipe and one can, or both can even Mud Slap at the start to make its accuracy nothing. Alright, didn't save ourselves any seconds here, but let's run it back again. The Tauros is kind of nice. And the Drifloon here, they're both good. Drifloon for the Willow and Tauros for the attack drops. If it dies, it can reset the whatever it's called. Some of the Dragon Dance attack boost. That was not a crit. This will be a crit. Now let's use this anger point. Now let's just hit it with a power trip. How did I do so little? Oh, because it's burned by the Drifloon right now. Right. Nullify stat changes. Nullify its own stat changes. Where we need Breaking Sight real quick. Breaking Swipe to negate one future hit. Or future Dragon Dance. So that one. Now I'm going to Terrastallize so I can keep up with it. I'll throw out a Mud Slap whenever I can for the Arboliva's sake. Or if the Arboliva ever puffs me up, then I can go for the Mud Slap. Oh, I got the defense drop. It's pretty nice. What the heck? Why did I do nothing? Alright, there's a pump. I'm gonna make good on my promise to Mud Slap. I have so much health right now. Might need to max the power trip. I guess if I have crunch, it's not that big of a deal. Anger point back. It's gonna hurt. Alright. That's ideally how it should go, even though we have really good allies in that one. With the Tauros and the Drifblim. That went a whole lot better. Yeah, the allies were just so much better that time. Also because I went for the foul play on that, or not the foul play, the power trip on that third turn. I need a day skip. That is what you do after the raid. Alright. That worked. I don't think it did. I think that second time I messed it up, and the first time it just messed up the normal time. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Here's a ghost. Let's see if it's Tyranitar. There is some Darkseid here. I think it's this one. Oh, we've got Foxy stepping into the ring with a whole Koraidon. It's a bit of a bold move, but we'll see what happens. Let's wait another 20 or so seconds, and then I'm gonna start it. Save us 30 seconds. Alright, let's give it a go. I wonder who's gonna be faster, this Koraidon or the Tyranitar, because I'd be willing to bet that it's the Koraidon, and therefore the Koraidon is not going to get its son, but we'll see. Yeah, sun goes first. So sand gets put up. Ooh, the defense boost actually kind of nice. I don't think you can crit through that defense boost. Let me slap one more time. Earthquake but misses. Not exactly what it is. Tyranitar has iron. Why? What is Tyranitar doing? It's Tera Fairy Life Orb? Why? what are we cooking here? Oh boy. Let's slap again, I guess. Okay, the Stone Edge hit, while highly improbable, does give me the crit that I need to do damage here. Fortunately, though, that is shield, which makes me think that it's about to get rid of some things. And dance. And I think the Koraidon just wants to die because we got rid of its... Oh, very fast. I think I just have to hope for the Stone Edge miss. Well, I had to hope for it. Now we just lose. Straight zapping the Koraidon is actually kind of funny here. Let me go for the breaking. Okay, at least I got my anger point now. Not that it's much going to help. That's the lose. For the Koraidon player, if you can hear me, I would suggest going and watching a video that I made called How to Beat Every Tera Raid Ever. I think it would help you out a lot, because what we saw there was not great. From the Iron Head, a Life Orb, a Tera Fairy Koraidon. Alright, this time Foxy's gonna try another mythical Pokemon with no recovery options. Or I guess the previous one was a legendary, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, maybe it'll be completely different this time. You know what? We're just gonna save ourselves the minute 30 here. There's not gonna be anybody else, even if there is. They can join the next one, because we're not gonna be winning this one. Chances are slim to none on winning this one. Unless... Nah, I was gonna say... The Darkrai probably doesn't have Hypnosis. It'd be kind of funny if it did, though. But it probably doesn't. Wow, it's even a shiny Darkrai, huh? Well, if it's a shiny Darkrai, that must mean that it's like twice as good as my Crocodile. It's dead. It's level 50 Darkrai, isn't it? Should have at least taken one Stone Edge if you're level 100. No, you're level 100, you just didn't take the Stone Edge. Huh. I mean, you also still don't have an item, but... Okay, up. Get rid of that tech boost. What? Who is asleep? Why are you clicking Dream Eater? What? just read what the move. Okay. bold play, Cotton. We'll see how it pans out. Oh, Darkrai got knocked out. Again. Well, at least we dodged Stone Edge. This is still winnable if the Darkrai just doesn't move. Because now we have the Breaking Swipes off. I'm gonna go for one more Mud Slap. Just so it can maybe miss the Darkrai more often, and our Balma can Pollen Puff up the Darkrai. Darkrai's not a good choice here either. Yeah, that's the funny part. Is that if you pick a legendary Pokemon that has no healing options, then you still just have no healing options. And you just get knocked out and you die. Our ball will heal that up ASAP. Also, if the Darkrai could stop moving, that would be very helpful. Please stop. You might actually have a chance to win this if you just stop using moves and just put your controller down and walk away. Crunch defense drop. Oh, we lost. It's just funny, because I also got the crunch defense drop that I was just asking for. And if the Darkrai stopped moving, then we would have won. Because I would have dealt enough damage to the Tyranitar that we would have defeated it. But no, the Darkrai said, let me take my 1/50th of the health bar chip at the chance of not getting hit. And the Darkrai got hit. And it died. So we lost. Fun, 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 fun. Alright, let's try that again. Maybe this time we will see... What's another Dark-type legendary? No, Yveltal's not in this game. Maybe this time we'll see... Oh, Brute Bonnet actually wouldn't be bad here. Brute Bonnet could be kind of funny. Because Spore buys you, like, maybe a turn, or buys everybody kind of a turn. Hi, Cherry, how you doing? We're actually just not running. We're just not running it with a flying type. That's just not happening. Guess again. Don't you dare hard lock that Iron Jugulis. Don't you dare. Don't do it. Don't. Put it down. Put it down. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Okay, the Gigas might not be bad, because the Gigas will actually have defenses that our Balva can Pollen Puff back up. You just need the Gigas to not move too often. Clefairy will also help out. The Arbalva will probably have to Pollen Puff up the Clefairy too, though. The Clefairy kind of needs to move, like, not a lot. Because we just need the Friend Guard, and maybe a Life Dew every once in a while. Maybe a Chilling Water if we can't handle the Dragon Dances, but the Clefairy really needs min-turns. Or at least min-turns until I can get off the Mud Slaps. How much does the Gigas take? I think the Gigas dodged. That's good. Oh, the Gigas did not dodge, and it did like exactly more than half. Clefairy's just gonna have to like count to 60 and then click Life Dew every once in a while. Because the Sun Edge is gonna hurt. Is that a Regidef? That's a Regidef. Uh-oh. That's a Reggie does more than half through Friend Guard? Man. Get off the braking. Oh, the Regigigas turned to ice. What a genius move. Making yourself weak to rock so that it OHKOs you. What a brilliant idea from the Regigigas. I don't even think we can win at this point, but I'm going to start power tripping. Definite crit. There's my anger point. Here's my power trip. You know, it might actually not be over as long as I get a crunch defense drop and everything stays the way it currently is. As in the Regigigas stays alive. Regigigas, please stop. You can actually maybe win this if you just stop using moves. I mean, at this point, it's just a challenge to get through this with the with Foxy. Because I don't think they've ever played a Tera raid before in their life. No idea what Regigigas was doing. The Regigigas was throwing. That's what it was doing. There's no other way to phrase it. We genuinely could have won that one if it didn't click Tera Ice. I have no idea why on earth your Regigigas would be Tera Ice. Because it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense thematically. It doesn't make sense defensively. It doesn't make sense offensively. Why is the Regigigas Tera? Who is making these shiny Regigigases in PK Hex and then wonder trading them away and then being like, you know what? These should be Ice Tera. Why didn't I think of this before? Just make the Regigigas Ice Tera. Have you won yet? Yeah, we've won a bunch of times. We haven't won with Foxy yet, though, and this is going to be their 4th time. Because first Foxy brought a Koraidon with Fairy Tera, Life Orb, Iron Head, and then second they brought the Darkrai, and they tried to bring the Iron Jugulis third, but I blocked that one immediately. And I thought they would be fine bringing Regigigas, since Regigigas is at least a fairly bulky legendary Pokemon. But that, you know, had its unforeseeable downsides. So we're gonna run it back again. And we're gonna see what happens this time. Also, Cherry, you'll know to click the life do every once in a while. Oh, this time we've got Dan, though. What's Dan bringing to the table? A Cron. Well, it's not great. Actually, isn't Crawdon Shell Armor? You know what? That might actually be great. Let's see what happens. Usually they're adaptability, but they might have Shell Armor. They do have Shell Armor. Ooh, this could be fun. I am Foxy. Well, Adrian, we're gonna need you to not Tera your Regigigas next time you try to enter one of these raids, okay? My Pokemons are rare. They are rare. They are also trash at Tera raids. They're also definitely, I mean, not the Koraidon. The Koraidon's probably not hacked. But just because a Pokemon is rare does not mean that it is good at Tera raids, my friend. Go for one Power Trip. I don't know if it's crit me or not, but I'll try and get the damage now. If not. Oh, I didn't clear our stats yet, though. Okay, there, good. I don't know what Pokemon is best with the type Ghost. Usually when you fight a Ghost type, you want a Dark type. Because then you'll resist the Ghost type moves. But because Tyranitar is normally a Rock and Dark type, it's also nice to have something like a Ground type so you can resist the Rock type moves. Did this thing clear itself? It did, okay. A Breaking Swipe one time for the fellas. Actually, mostly just for me, for whenever that Dragon Dance comes around. let's throw out a Mudslap for everybody, just to enjoy. A little complimentary Mudslap. And then I'm going to Tera and start going for damage. Unless is the Clefairy Chilling Watering to counter that one attack boost? I counter that one attack boost. Your Iron Defense and Sword Stance, so you get Super Power Trip. Oh, you're still crunch, never mind. Alright, let's go to town. But if you're looking to get better at Tera raids, Adrian, I would highly advise watching a video that I have on my channel called How to Beat Every Tera Raid Ever. There's a lot of good stuff in there. Was best Garantina or Cerulege? I would not bring either of those. You really don't want a Ghost type to fight a Ghost type. Because Ghost type moves are super effective on Ghost type. You want to be able to outlast the Tera Raid boss with something like a Dark type. See how my Crocodile and the Necrona are Dark types? So we were able to take the hits and get off our own super effective hits. And these are Pokemon that you can find just along the side of the road. Don't need no fancy legendaries or mythical Pokemon. Most legendary and mythical Pokemon are pretty bad for Tera Raids anyways, because they don't have ways to heal themselves consistently. Alright, let's bring another Tyranitar back. Yep. Prana with shell armor, leftovers, crunch, doesn't get power trip. Ah, that's surprising. Who would have thought it would? Then again, there's not as many power trip mods as I think there are. There's only like 8. Versus stored power that has like 60. Iron Dance, Sword Stance, Iron Defense, Protect, and then all on defense and 54 speed. That's pretty good. Like it a lot. One speed point faster than T-Tar to get to the iron defense off for attacks. Makes sense. Sounds like a sound idea to me. Alright, we're gonna try another Foxy run. Let's see what Foxy... Honestly, Foxy, as long as you just brought the Regigigas and then just put your controller down and did nothing, we probably could still win. That is... okay, we're gonna cancel that. Giratina is really bad for this. Because not only is Tyranitar a Dark type normally, which means that it gets super effective Dark type damage into Giratina, it's also terrestrialized into a Ghost type, which means that it also gets super effective Ghost type damage that always guaranteed crits into Giratina. Both of those things, very bad. Alright, let's see what gets locked this time. It's not gonna be the Saralich. Don't you dare lock that Garant... What did I say? Don't lock the Giratina. Bad Foxes. Don't do that. Need to let you kick people from raids. That would be ideal. It would be nice if you could kick somebody once they've locked a Pokemon. Not necessarily once they've just entered the lobby. But maybe next generation. Oh, no, we're back to... You know what? Let's run the Saralich, and let's see what happens. Maybe Foxy has figured it out. Let's just see what happens. Let's run a little thought experiment here. Because my Crunch definitely OHKOs that thing. So once the Saralich dies, I'm just gonna farm it, and we're gonna end the raid quicker. Alright, let's all wait for the Saralich to do its thing here. Crazy Saralich powers. We're gonna lose? No, that's a negative mindset, Shadow Star. We're gonna wait. Alright, Saralich died instantaneously. Huh. Wonder how that happened. The worst part is the Arbor Living Reflect. It's going to be harder for me to kill them faster. At least the Clefairy is helping handing me so that I can kill everybody else faster. Alright, goodbye. Can you give me my anchor point, please? No? Alright, well, still... It's even weak armor, Sarah Ledge. That is the icing on top of the cake. That's so funny. The only one who's enjoying this? I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty funny. I might even make a short about it tomorrow if I feel like it. Alright, now that we've determined that Sarah Ledge does in fact not work, we could maybe see Foxy / Adrian bring the Regigigas. And then maybe we could beat it with Foxy. Just maybe. Just need mats for the next team. I'm so unbelievably broke. I mean, I get that. I did a lot of team building this week as well. I could use some mats. I'm down to like 80% of what I normally have. And I spent a lot of money on HP ups because HP ups are the most commonly used EV I used in all my Pokemon building. I still have about 500 star pieces though. So that's my emergency fund right there. 80% of what you have is 300% of my max. I think you're underestimating me a little bit there, but true. Let's save ourselves 32 seconds here and let's get started. Because whenever I say 80%, I mean I went from like having 999 of a thing to having about 800 of a thing. Didn't feel like counting, that's also fair. Ooh, we got an Arcanine, that's handy. I'll die and get rid of the Dragon Dance boost more often than not. least one quick little anger point activation. Can't you do this one thing for me, Chitar? Flamethrower can also burn, which would be nice. Thank you, Chitar. Let's get off a cheeky little power trip. Love the miss, we love the miss. Nullified set changes, I'm okay with that. You gonna nullify your own things? Did you know it hasn't nullified its own things? It is currently. Okay, there we go. We need one breaking slate for the future Dragon Dance. Arcanine has also been intimidated for the second Dragon Dance. I am now up, but I'm gonna go for Mud Slap one time, just for our friendos who enjoy the Mud Slap. We are Mud Slap enjoyers. I'm gonna rip the Stellar though, just so my Mud Slap is 60 base power and Tera boosted. Second dance with the Arcanine Intimidate should already have that covered. I drop one more just for the Mud Slap enjoyers, because I know they love it. And I am currently anger pointed, right? Yeah. I'm a little bit less than anger pointed because the Arbalova needed a little bit of a healing. Ooh, you know what? I just got another good idea for a short. We're definitely gonna have 2 shorts tomorrow. It's me. I'm the Mud Slapper enjoyer. Cherry's like, if there is 100 Mud Slap enjoyers, then I am one of many. If there's one Mud Slap enjoyer, then it is me. If there are no Mud Slap enjoyers, then I am dead. Let me see if I can get the punch defense drop while breaking the shield. I'm also a Mud Slap enjoyer. I mean, it makes sense. Good stuff. I think I'm gonna need to Actually, I probably don't need to, but I'm never going to use this Crocodile for anything other than Power Trip, so I might as well just PP max the Power Trip. Alright, let's get another Cheetah raid, and I think the next one will be the last one for today. Bug. There's Ghost. Glad I was able to make it for a few. Yeah, that's good. We're back to the double weekend schedule, though, so we'll probably have 2 more streams of this on the same time next week, and then the Sunday next week. Well, next week. Before Tyranitar disappears. Oh, we have Florian. I went in with the Hisuian Samurott. Alright. Let's see what happens. Double Florian? Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that. I'm just so used to seeing Florian. I was like, oh, it's Florian. Coming in and joining another raids. Wait, has there always been 2? Has there always been 2 Florians? Ah, Samurai's going crit for crit with the Tyranitar. Or at least it's trying to. That Stardust does not have a great chance to hit me, but man, am I glad that it does. Because it means I get to do this. I wonder if there's an entrainment shell armor Pokemon. I don't think there is. I'll have to double look at that. I really don't think there is. That changes are removed. Let's wait a sec to see if Tyranitar did that. Okay, got the Dragon Dance off immediately because the Samurai got knocked out. Please don't go for the second one. I need to remove this. I have a feeling it's gonna go for the second one by the time that this animation is finished. I've almost steal my strength with your sap. Yeah, I went for the second one. We'll probably survive it. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. We'll take the hit. It'll be fine. Oh, the Samurai did not take the hit. Now we have less time. Uh-oh. That's bad. Might still make it. Yeah, we just need Samurai to stop moving. Samurai's not contributing damage here. Or at least it's gonna get knocked out too fast for our ball for the palm puppet back up. We're going for ceaseless when you could just be night slashing, but I mean to each their own. I'm gonna start slapping so that we can maybe survive. Slap will buy us some turns, hopefully. I need to start going for damage. Okay, crunch. I like need a crunch defense drop. This would be so handy here because I could stop telling me that it crit me. Okay. Need that to break shield. Unfortunate. think Samurai is a little too squishy. Yeah. It would be nice if it was Unova Samurai, because Unova Samurai's hidden ability is Shell Armor. Not sure if this person got confused and thought Hisuian Samurai's hidden ability was also Shell Armor, but it's Sharpness. Hi Adrian, welcome back. Did you happen to learn a thing or two about Tera raids? Alright, that is a fire type, which is, in fact, still weak to rock. I like the dark typing, though. You're in the right mindset, at least. But, I mean, if you could still just bring that Regigigas, that would probably be your best bet. And just don't terrestrialize the Regigigas. As a matter of fact, once we enter the Tera raid, just put your controller down and walk away from it. You don't need to do anything at all. You just need to stall turns. Okay, Adrian? You can't use Houndoom, because Houndoom is weak to rock. And Tyranitar is a rock type. Also, hello, Joey Joe, how you doing? We might go for a few more Tera raids since some more people are trickling in. Don't lock the Houndoom. We don't want to see Houndoom here. Houndoom is gonna get very, very hurt by Tyranitar. So you do not want to bring Houndoom. We also really need the Arbalva. The Arbalva was definitely a key part of the strategy. Blood Moon wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It doesn't have great ways to heal itself, though. You're still gonna take a lot of damage from Crunch. And if the Crunch defense drops you, I feel like you're just kind of stuck. Like, you do a lot of normal type damage with the Blood Moon, but I just don't think it's enough to keep up. Well, let's see if us four can beat it. Was the Houndoom really frail? Yeah, Houndoom's really frail. It's meant to be an offensive Pokemon. Which it doesn't do particularly great anyways, but nobody's using Houndoom because of its defenses. I'll tell you that much. Except maybe Gen 3 enthusiasts. Amoonguss to put to sleep the Tyranitar? I mean, that is an idea. You probably still take a lot of damage with Amoonguss, and even if you do put Tyranitar to sleep, it'll only be for one turn. so you're not really gaining much ground by putting it to sleep. Nullify session abilities. Now nullify your own thing in just a sec, so I can swipe you. Hold. Hold the line. Break the site for the Dragon Dance. Breaking swipe for the second Dragon Dance. My Rayquaza. Rayquaza is a flying type, and flying types are weak to rock type moves. I would very much not advise trying to bring Rayquaza to fight a Tyranitar. It's not gonna go well. Here, a Mud Slap for all my peoples in the crowd who are Mud Slap enjoyers. Shout out to you guys. And unless something goes terribly wrong, we should be fine here. Actually, give me the crunch defense drop, perhaps. Hydrapple? Hydrapple, you don't take any super effective damage, which is good, but you also don't deal back any super effective damage, so you might have a bit of a rough time trying to stay alive. Like right now we're staying alive because we have 2 healers, and I can heal myself. Lost my fairy for a sec. That isn't affecting, but now the friend guard is gone, which means that the Samurott may be in Oko range. Now we're back. Got the high roll. Rather unfortunate. Just trust that our ball will palm puff you up, and maybe try not to risk that as often. We'll still be good. We're still good. It double moved on me? I haven't seen Tyranitar start double moving. That is a strange one. Ooh, Quad Herba. At least we won, yeah. Just also in the future, if you think we're gonna win, then just stop moving again. Because the helping hand isn't worth the risk. Now that we know it's gonna double move. Oh, hey, Latios. Alright, let's get a few more done. Iron Valiant? I mean, that would be okay. Like, nah, actually, you don't hit it for anything super effective, so you're still not in a great spot. Also saw Incineroar, and Incineroar is, in fact, weak to rock. And Empoleon is weak to ground, so you're probably going to struggle there. You really want a dark type that is not weak to rock or ground. Which is few and far between, but everybody can get Crocodile because they live in the desert. So if you want to make a Crocodile, I would highly advise you to just do that. And copy the moveset that I have. Not a lot of damage. And Empoleon can get damage if the Tera boss has a stat dropping, which it does have Crunch. So you could get competitive off Crunch, but it'll never go for Crunch. It'll always go for Earthquake. Oh, Empoleon is also a Power Trip Mon, though. I don't know how you would get the stats on Empoleon, but Empoleon is in fact a Power Trip Mon. I guess if there was, like, coaching Mons in play, I think you're still taking the ground type damage. Someone's crazy enough to try it. Tera Dark Power Trip, like Iron Defense. Empoleon. No, Iron Defense doesn't even make sense. Terapagos? Terapagos wouldn't be bad, as long as you have a way to heal yourself. You could probably stay in the fight for a pretty long amount of time. I just went Stellar Tera because then you'll get rid of your Tera Shell, and that's what's going to keep you alive for a very long time. Okay, Joey Joe, depending on what you bring here, you might just want to put your controller down. Because we need you to move the least number of times if you don't really have something built for this. And the Pokemon that are here can just heal you up for when the game forces you to move. So if you just put your controller down and don't do anything, it would probably be our best case scenario. If you're gonna go with that, Terapagos especially would really like to see Terapagos. That is very doable because we can just heal it back up to its Tera Shell or whenever it gets hit. And no, don't go for moves. You don't need to go for moves, Joey Joe. Just sit, put the controller down. I will do all of the damage necessary to defeat the Tyranitar. And then everybody else will heal us up. And we'll be fine. Don't worry about Energy Ball. Don't worry about any moves. Just put the controller down, and you can just watch the show. Alright? Sound good? It's a plan. Let's put it in motion. By begging people to just not move is a bit funny to me. I mean, it's the ideal strategy. In this scenario specifically, where if you don't have a Pokemon that can handle it, just don't move. Just if you don't move, you don't get knocked out, and if you don't get knocked out, then you don't subtract a massive amount of time that we need to beat the Tyranitar. He's not dead. I am going to power trip because I have to. Even though I really want to kill Cherry up. Oh, it didn't pick me up. That slightly changes things. It changes the order of operation. Power trip it into shield. And then it'll clear. What? Where did my attack boost go? I just got crit, didn't I? It did already clear that. It must have already cleared that. Okay, we're still fine. We need to wait for the Tyranitar. Did it clear itself? Okay, there's dance. We are a bit out of cycle. This is not great. Stone Edge Miss would be handy. Just wait for the second Dragon Dance, which is happening now. Give me one miss, please. I'll be able to Mud Slap in just a second. Once I'm up enough health. Oh, Charp is even leftovers, let's go. That's extra handy. Oh, wait. I'm gonna rip my Tera and start slapping. Okay, second slap is all I can really afford. I need to start going for crunches, and then if I get the defense drop, I need to drop power trip. We didn't get that initial power trip hit, so we're pretty behind, but 2 deaths worth of hits. And if I get the crunch defense drop, speeds up by 2 stages. We don't need to worry about that right now. The Dragon Dance, we dealt with the Dragon Dance. The fact that it's fast isn't really changing anything. Come on, just give me the... Okay, there's 1 defense drop. Now I need to lay on the gas. Helping hands, if you can throw them, definitely help out, but since we're going to be after Tera Shield longer, I prefer the Clefairy to not move as often, since it might get double moved. And we can still beat it in 5 moves. The damage buff definitely helps. Its accuracy is down by 2 stages. Yep, that's what the Mud Slap does. Alright, we're good. I critted. Okay. $80 Ghost Tera Shards, definitely nothing to scoff at. All the candies. Good stuffs. Alright, we'll run it back one more time, and then we'll be at 3 hours. Probably. Do you have Twitch? I do. I dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. For every Tera raid. Both right when it drops, and right before it disappears, and sometime in between, mostly randomly. Twitch is definitely the less popular place to watch Fire Farmer 1, 2, 3, though. I think this controller's probably charged enough. Pull it out, plug. Oh, we've got Declan has joined the fray with a Pokemon that is in fact weak to Tyranitar. Let's see if that gets changed out or not. Okay, that is a Pokemon that is in fact more weak to Tyranitar than the previous choice. So we're gonna back out on that one. Found a 4 times weak Pokemon. There isn't even that many 4 times weak Pokemon in the... Well, actually, I guess there's a lot of... Rock has a lot of things that are super effective against to be quad weak against, but... Just go specifically from one Necrozma that is only 2 times weak, just in multiple ways, to Lunala, who is 4 times weak in multiple ways, or Necrozma Dawnwings that is 4 times weak in multiple ways. There's a very subtle irony in there that I feel like should not be lost on the viewer. Because, like, at least the Necrozma has Prism armor, so it's not, like, the worst. Like, we could probably maybe beat it with this. Urshifu might die. Unless it's Dark Urshifu. I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt, and we're going to say it's Dark Urshifu. And I think that we can actually beat this with Dark Urshifu, as long as the Urshifu user does not move often enough that the healers can heal it up. So if you are Declan, and you can hear me, just put the controller down and walk away. We don't need you to do anything here, bud. Just like in that previous Tera raid. Just put the controller down and walk away from it. We would be much, much better off. Is the Urshifu Single Strike? We won't know until the raid starts because Urshifu Single Strike and Urshifu Rapid Strike have the same icon. Dark Urshifu Coaching would be kind of lit. Just because the only reason it would be lit is because then I could get the defense boost for Power Trip. But I have a very strong feeling that that is not what we will see. Okay, it is Single Strike. So we just need this Urshifu to not move at all. No movements. No moves, no controller touching, no nothing. And that seems to be how it's going. Phenomenal. No item. I mean, we'll do what we can. crit. Now let me get a little cheeky power trip damage. Back to the earthquake tree, but we'll get through it. Don't fight such engine abilities, it's fine. Now we're gonna hold. We're gonna hold the line. Spike. Okay, Urshifu's first move is Dynamic Punch, but that doesn't matter. It's perfectly fine. It seems like it even dodged whatever got thrown at it, which is great. We have to spend less time healing it up. We're even on cycle, because I got the second breaking spec off. Now it's Mud Slap for the Mud Slap enjoyers. This is not moving much. Yeah, it's a good defensive typing, and it's not moving. So it is definitely playable. As long as we doing what we're doing. You don't want to see that. Okay, am I currently... Oh, I am anchor pointed up. Am I? Is that just the raw 60 base? No, I am anchor pointed up. I'm gonna try and go for the crunch defense drop. I'm gonna get my full anchor point stacks back. Also switched to bold since I was minus speed plus for depth. Ah, I see. I wonder what... Is that... That wouldn't have been a Clefairy that I made, would it? I mean, it must have been changed for something else, but usually when I made the Clefairies, they were for defensive purposes. So we have Blissey's for special defense purposes. There we go, we're good, we're good, we're so good. We are so good that it's crazy. Catch power trip and die, fool. repurposed VGC one? Ah, I see. Alright, everything went according to plan. Good enough. Alright, let's do one more. Also, hello, Joey Joe over on Twitch. How you doing? Tyranitar is, in fact, a special attacker. No, it's a physical attacker. Forget what I just said. I lied. I lied straight through my teeth. I don't know why I said that. Tyranitar is a physical attacker because it uses physical moves like Crunch, Stone Edge, Shadow Claw, and Earthquake. Who uses Clefairy in VGC? Clefairy is very good in specific formats for VGC because of its friend guard, and the same reason that we use it here. Clefairy can also redirect attacks in VGC, which it can't do in Tera raids, but it's still very, very valuable Pokemon VG. Heck, even in the current format in Reg G, you see Calyrex Shadow and Clefairy teams. It was for a Cali Shadow? Yeah, Cali, that's still a thing. Clefairy Cali Shadow is definitely still a thing. I think it was not even that long ago, there was one at Stockholm. What? Have I been japed? It's that one. I feel like it would just get nuked by 4 attacks, though. Oh, if it could redirect attacks in Tera raids? Yeah. Yeah, it would just very much get nuked. It would have to be something very specific, like a dragon type. Like, it can redirect all 4 dragon type moves, or 3 dragon type moves that would go into, like, 3 other dragons that you're using to beat the dragon type. And then Clefairy just takes its one regular, like, I don't know, like a fighting type move. I guess in this scenario, you're fighting a Tera Dragon combo who only has dragon and fighting type moves. Then it would be kind of neat. Alright, looks like we're going to repeat the same strategy for this next one. What about Blood Moon Rayquaza? I mean, I guess whenever it comes out, we'll have to see what it's like. I don't know, this Pokemon that doesn't exist might be kind of goated in this Tera raid. It does only have, like, a couple of weeks to come out, though, if it's gonna come out. Place Urshifu stayed alive, yep, and that's the greatest thing that Urshifu can do, is not die. Is very, very, very helpful to not die. in our cheeky power trip. Now we wait. Now we hold. Now we hold the line. Swipe. And we swipe again. Probably hit Tera there actually, but it's fine. Stellar Tera, and we Mudslap for the Mudslap enjoyers, aka everybody. Slap again. There's Stellar Tera. But ooh, what's that? I wish the bear would stop attacking, but we'll see what happens. No, the Arvolva gets the strength shot the Urshifu because the Urshifu is going for a move that always crits. That's phenomenal. Alright, there's the defense drop that we want. Okay, the Urshifu will also stop moving, which is great. It probably doesn't matter at this point, but it does guarantee our victory if the Urshifu stops moving. And we're good. Easy enough. That's where we are going to end for today. Good stuff, good stuff. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video and even consider subscribing, because both of those things will help me out an absolute ton, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very, very much.